All right, 7 o'clock, we'll call the meeting to order. The location of the fire exit doorways are on either end of the hallway in case of emergency. The AED machine hangs on the wall directly across from that door. And please silence all cell phones and pagers. Clerk, please take the roll call.
Norman Vaz.
Here.
Rocky Ellsworth.
Here.
Eddie Kate.
Here.
Carl Rock.
Here.
Jonathan Goldberg.
Here. Give a minute to look at the approval of the July 15th, 2024 meeting minutes. Any deletions or additions?
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes of July 15th, 2024. Second.
Motion made by Rocky Ellsworth, second by Carl Roth, to approve the minutes of July 15th, 2024 as presented. Clerk, please call the vote.
Carl Rock.
Aye.
Rocky Ellsworth.
Aye.
Norman Vaz.
Aye.
Eddie Kate.
Abstain.
Jonathan Goldberg.
Abstain.
Carried. Okay, Cheryl, would you please show our proof of publications? A publication, Mr. Clerk.
Publication.
Thank
This
you.
one's publication.
All right, Mrs. DeVito, you tell the board what you would like to do.
Everybody. Okay. We're asking to put a pole barn in on our property prior to putting our home to store all of our farm equipment and everything taken care of the property.
So this would be used
Used for our
storage
equipment.
of
Mhm.
et cetera.
Yep, correct.
What type of construction would it be?
It's a metal pole barn.
Right?
Mhm.
Steel siding?
Yes.
Do you by any chance know the sidewall height
Sidewalls, maybe
from the
12.
ground to the
Ground to the, where the
8
gutter would
foot,
be,
12 foot?
is 12
Well,
foot.
from the ground to the peak is, what's
It's gonna
that,
be taller.
18.
Yes.
18?
Mhm. Yeah.
Okay, now, you heard a little bit Saturday, are you staying with a 30 by 40?
Well, our question was, if we're approved, are we able to at this time add an additional 8 feet onto the barn, so it would be 30 by 40 instead of by 30 by
That, I would refer to our legal department.
They're my clients, I can't help you with anything.
Well, that worked out well.
40.
Are there any, would there be any setback issues? That's,
No,
No.
No.
no, it'd be
so if it
towards,
was within the setback issues,
There's
and we,
none.
What was the
what was it
30 by
advertised as a 30 by 40?
advertisement?
Yes, if we advertise it as a 30 by 40, to vote on it, to approve it tonight, it would have to be 30 by 40. You can make it smaller, but you can't make it bigger.
when we viewed the property at it, there's no setback issues, and the extra length would be towards the end side of the property.
Still the smallest one on that street.
Yeah, well, we go within the yard, so. We were just thinking to do that because we didn't want to in the future have to put a additional shed on for all of my garden equipment and everything. We would just add the extra 8 feet onto the pole barn and have it done once instead of doing
Boy, I understand your reasoning.
it twice.
Sense?
Mm,
If you wanted it to go bigger, we probably could. You wouldn't have a public hearing tonight, you could just re-advertise it and do it next month. That's I would think, because, like I say, we advertise it as 30 by 40, you can't go any bigger. This 40 ain't gonna be big enough.
Is 40 gonna be big enough?
48.
Oh,
30
yeah.
by 48.
Yes.
I'm just that would be an option you probably could do with tonight, right? If they wanted to go bigger.
And this, and like he asked, it's 48 enough. And so, do they have chances we would like maybe 52? Because like, we like. with what's
Yeah, just get it
here,
all, yeah.
Make it as big as possible,
Mm.
I mean, to get it, to get,
Yeah, I didn't know
And then if you
that.
wanted it to go lower, that would be no problem.
Understood, yeah.
So, It's up to you if you want to stick with the 30 by 40, or come back next month in 30 days and ask for what you want.
Yeah. Yeah,
Just do a 40 and then we
Yeah.
come back and
just do a
Build another
shed
building.
later, yeah.
If you're wanting to move forward
We have
with
to.
construction,
Yeah,
get going on it and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
we have to do that because we're clearing properties, get things moving to build a house in spring. So we have to keep a track and everything out there. It's just becoming a burden
Yeah, oh, yeah.
transporting.
Of course.
So, all right. Fair enough.
I wonder, I'm only thinking,
I'm thinking of something too.
I'm wondering if, I know you can't say anything.
If you want. Just look at the smirk on her
Road,
face.
if you build a 30 by 40, if you would want it to come in a year, 2 years down the road, I believe you can add on to it, right?
Yes.
But, I mean, that's an option, that's just,
And then you would not have to come to the board, you just add on.
Mhm.
Just come
If
out.
you add on to an existing structure, but if you add an additional structure, that would be.
That's another meeting.
That would be another,
Yeah, like we're
to
doing
the
now.
zoning board like you are now.
and
But
it's
if you put an
actually
additional,
more money than what it would cost,
Yeah.
the 8 foot on a pole.
Mhm.
Are your contractors available? I mean, are they gonna start right away? Or are you really waiting till?
We're waiting for this
We've been waiting
approval.
since September last year.
Yeah.
We're coming up on a year now, so.
Yeah. Just to get things
They
ready
they won't think start until like the third week
September.
of
Right,
September?
23rd of September is our next meeting.
Yeah.
that is what it was. It's too late in the.
It's too
Yeah.
close, they'll have already started.
Well, it's too late in the season to be doing
We
all
don't know what
that.
the weather's gonna do. I'm trying to get concrete in this thing before winter.
Yeah, those are like variables.
So now in the spring, I don't wanna be finishing a pole barn and trying to build a house.
Mhm.
It's too much.
Mhm.
We're just trying to give you some
Yep.
options.
Understood.
any other questions? At this point, I'm open up for a public hearing. Anyone wishing to speak for or against this proposal, please give your name and address. Nobody here wants to comment, therefore I'm going to close this public hearing. Okay, board, I'm going to read the 5. Number 1. Put your glasses on, actually see. Whether an undesirable change will be produced in the character of the neighborhood or a detriment to nearby properties will be created by the granting of the area variance. Number 2, for the benefit sought by the applicant can be achieved by some feasible method other than an area variance.
Not meeting the building first.
Number 3, whether requested area variance is substantial. It's 5 acre parcel. Number 4, whether proposed area variance will have an adverse effect or impact on the physical or environmental conditions in the neighborhood district. Number 5, whether the alleged difficulty was self-created, which considerations shall be relevant to the decision of the zoning board of appeals, but shall not necessarily preclude the granting of the area variance.
They want it, so it's
You want
self-created.
to do a house.
Okay, board, any other questions? Otherwise, you still got a minute to change your mind if you'd like.
No, we're fine.
Want to talk to your attorney first?
Out in the hallway.
I can't help them either.
Oh.
No, it's good.
I would make a motion that the application for Lisa Savino, the property at 7 Fencewood Drive, seeking relief from Town Code 520-27C, to build a 30 by 40 pole barn on the property before the house is built. We've gone through all the criteria. There was no comments during the public hearing, or through the criteria. It's a type 2 seeker, and they plan on building a house in the spring.
Motion moved by Eddie Hay, second by Jonathan Goker, to approve the area variance requested by Lisa Savino, 7 Fenchwood Lane, for building of a accessory building before the home is built. Would be total.
Kyle Roth.
Aye.
Rocky Ellsworth.
Aye.
Aaron Vaz.
Aye.
Ed Tate.
Aye.
Jonathan Goker.
Okay, you're that,
Thank you so much.
thank you. Okay, Greg Denny,
Amen.
No, just make sure you, see Cheryl with your building permit,
Yes,
and then you can start building.
perfect.
I will email you a building communication tomorrow morning.
Appreciate it.
Okay?
Thank you so much.
No problem.
Have a
Take
good
care.
evening.
Thanks, nice to see you.
You're nice to see you.
would you like to tell the board what you would like to do?
Good evening. I'm sorry for any thing I did wrong in the paperwork. I don't really know what's going on here, but it's a pleasure to meet you. I live across the street. My family and I moved in December, and because it's a corner lot, I just want to know what kind of fence I could build, especially on the street facing here, because the ATM being 24 hours. And there's actually quite a bit of traffic that parks there facing the house throughout the day. Nothing major, but it's for my children. I don't really have a problem with being seen in my yard, but just so my children can run free. And I'd like to enclose it for the dogs as well. And the one other thing is if I could build a cat sanctuary to be outside of the house, but with a way for them to get into it from the inside of the house. That's what the drawing is. And I don't know how clear that is because I did it on my son's construction paper.
Yeah, it's kind of,
And I can redo that, and I'm just really looking for information today because I've never been to a town hall meeting or anything close to it.
I'm glad you came, that's not a problem, we'll try to help you the best we can.
I appreciate it.
Um,
This is Lakewood Apple.
Now, your home faces the 19th,
Do
and
we have a,
Well, the home,
both for
the house
corner lots?
physically faces Apple Hollow, but the address is on 19.
on 19th.
Yeah, this is Lake Road. And the driveway space. Lake Road and Apple Hollow.
Yeah, fence has to be behind the main foundation line and the side. Foundation
Yeah,
line.
the problem is when we declare the front of the house. So I guess you would want to have variances for side setback from the road. We're gonna call that the front and side, and side setbacks.
The setback for a fence is a certain number of feet off the road, correct? Because you can't put it right up to the edge of fence of,
We don't,
Apple Hollow.
in our town code, we do not have anything where someone put their fence.
It would
So
be.
you could put it right on the property.
I measured it back 6 feet when I did, not on, it doesn't look like that on the paper, but I was gonna measure it back 6 feet because a lot of people walk through there.
yeah, oh yeah, you couldn't go past the sidewalk anyway, but yeah.
Well,
I mean, if you're-
on the Apple Hollow side, there's no sidewalk,
Okay.
yeah, but.
You could you got it too close, then in winter time,
Yeah,
snow gets pushed up in there and
yes, sir, yes, sir.
fences,
Sidewalk plows,
well, there's
There's
no
no
sidewalk.
sidewalk on it.
not even on.
No.
There's sidewalk on Lake Road, but no sidewalk on Apple Hollow.
But I think it would just be best to have at least
Keep it
6
back.
feet there anyway.
From your property line?
Yes. And the yard really is fairly spacious. It's not, if I have a fence up there, like 6 feet is really nothing on the ends
Well, you gotta be careful, you gotta be limited on height on the roadside, because you have to be able to see for traffic.
of it. Are you talking about on the Apple Hollow part?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, so like not right up to the driveway?
Right, well, you couldn't have I don't think you would run a 6-foot fence on that side. Maybe a 4-foot fence on that side.
What about opacity? Like, it says like 50% opacity.
Okay,
on the-
okay, yeah.
I was, perhaps, an idea I had is that, the privacy fence, if I could get 6 feet, and if that's an issue, that's fine, but if I could get 6 feet, here is the driveway here. If I only bring it up, there's a, pine tree right here. If I go just past the pine tree, and that would be, as the house stands, there'd be a perpendicular line back, and I could just stop it, so the entire house is, visible to, like, there's a line of sight from here to the front of the house, and then the picket fence would go to the right of that. If, you know, I would be happy with that. I'm happy with anything, but I think that would be good.
I'm just, for, safety for you pulling out of your driveway and safety for other people coming down Apple Hollow. So if they can't see you pulling out of your driveway,
Yes.
they might run into you.
Mhm.
So that's the one,
Mhm.
that's up to the board, not me, I'm just saying. Yeah. What's this 6-foot wood fence in the middle of the backyard? Is that a somewhat privacy fence?
Oh, that is, yeah, I guess it doesn't actually make sense to me. Like I was gonna take it down when I got a chance. I think, I really don't know. There's like no space behind it.
It's just there.
Yeah, it's just
It's there.
Yeah, I mean, so if you would wanna do, you would, when we bring it out, determine which side you wanna call the front of the house. Okay, so this fence is up in front of the foundation, you would need a variance for that. So we need to figure out which one's the front of the house.
Well, the address is 1634 Lake Road.
Here, so this would be the front, which is
So doesn't that make that the front?
I don't know.
No, we love the light.
A corner lots of fences should be erected in front of the front and street side main foundation.
okay, so
So you need a.
you need a variance to have the,
Yeah, street side.
on the street side.
Whichever.
The front, of course, if we're gonna call Lake Road the front, then the street side would be the Apple Hollow side. And that's the side that maximum height is 4 feet there, right? Which
I'm just thinking something else.
The maximum height in the front or on this side would be street side is 4 feet,
That's
correct?
4 feet, and it is, okay. And wire fencing is not allowed.
Well, I don't think he wants wire fencing, I think he wants it so that people can't see his kids playing in the yard, right?
Yes. But I'm also just, I mean, I really don't anticipate anything happening. I don't think people are creeping on us. It's just, I was in the Marine Corps and I have, I'm vigilant, hyper vigilant, especially at night. So,
Well, thank you very much for your service.
thank you. When I see the lights, I tend to stand by the window, and just wait. So
Sure.
I didn't want to say it's for me as much as for my children. But a big issue actually is that like coming out, backing out, and so privacy fence, like anyway, could never go right up to the driveway for the safety of backing in and out. So I'm happy with anything. I'd love some form of privacy fence there. But everything can be worked around.
Right now, does the Inchwell driveway, does it have two entrances? Does your driveway come out on Apple Hollow
It
and
does,
out
yes,
on Lake Road?
yes.
If you wanted this or this higher than 4 feet, it'd be a variance, right? This piece here to the left of the driveway and along Apple Hollow, if he wants that,
From the front foundation.
Yeah.
to the
and
front
even
or before, behind it. can
from
be-
here up, would have to be 4 feet as well, right? So that piece there. And you're looking at going from the back corner of the house with your fence
Yes,
over to the
Um,
east property line,
well,
kind of like this.
yes, up to, right around the driveway,
Yeah.
of course, within reason of safety.
Right. I think from there, these three pieces would have to be 4 foot unless we give a variance. You want it, you can see it.
Yes, please.
Yeah, because standing back there, I'm just saying, we're in front of the front foundation or the roadside because it's a corner lot. This piece, and from here up would all have to be 4 feet.
Okay.
Unless you ask for a variance, to make it 6 feet, but that would, and then this piece here, this here, and that there
Okay.
could
I
be your
see,
6
so
feet.
anything back
Anything
behind the house.
Behind the house
Oh, all right.
could be your 6 feet, and as long as you have something opaque where, it's 50% type of a thing, the boards that are staggered front,
Yeah,
one's front side, back side, they just don't want, you don't want it completely blocked off, so
Right.
there's no
right.
visibility for you guys looking out.
Okay. Well, we were gonna leave this back one open, we get along with the neighbors really well.
Okay.
So we're gonna leave those like whatever is best, I think by the 3 horizontal slats type fence. Yes, something along those lines, I think those look the best, and our dog doesn't run off.
So this was, you were looking at privacy more from here.
Usually is.
These two pieces here, right?
Actually, this, privacy fence,
Would be just this one here.
yes, and it could actually stop like right around here. Anything from over here, would be I'd be very grateful to have any piece of privacy up to here, but I understand the safety concern here.
Yeah.
And, I could even curve the fence, and I definitely 100%, that's how I measured it, is about 6 feet off the property line. And is that metal, like stake wall at the corner, is that a property like thing? I was,
Where are you looking?
it was like right there at the
Corner of the
edge, yeah.
property.
And there was just a weird like metal stake. Sorry, I was just hoping.
There's
somebody-
one over here.
There would be property.
There's
Corner
rebar
safety would be
right there.
and there.
There's a
Okay.
piece of rebar over here at this corner.
All right, well, I believe the neighbors, know very well where the lines are, and we had it, I think we do a good job knowing that, I hope I do. But, yeah, I would love, to be able to put privacy, so apply for variance, I guess is what we're saying, but, yeah, just not even the whole way, just safe for the community, safe for my kids, and like, just peace of mind for me, and I'm not special, I just have this tick where I wake up at night and, walk around a little bit.
It's all right, the lights come in my house too, same way, it's like, who's out there?
Yeah, I know.
And I'm on a
it's
corner
always
too, they come around the corner, you're like, who's out there?
in your head, it's like 100 times worse than what real life is, you know?
I hear ya.
So it looks like you're looking, you want a 6-foot fence in the front, correct?
Yes.
And then, you're not looking for more than a 4-foot fence along the east property line?
Oh, I'm sorry, along the east, 6 foot between around, the 56-foot mark on the side of the
Okay.
house.
Well, so what I'm saying here, So this is your east property line, so you're looking for a 6 foot up, you would like
Yeah.
the 6 foot here, about there,
Yes.
right? But this you'd go with,
Probably, I was hoping to have, a little, like, an okay more if the neighbors wanted it, but what I want is for them to have input on what kind of things
so
they
if you want up to 6 foot, you have to ask for the 6 foot variance.
Okay,
From, and also from here to here. You
okay.
want 6
Oh,
foot
this
variance.
would not be, so,
Okay, so you're not looking for, you just want a 4 foot, whatever.
at first I was thinking that's what I wanted, but no, we want 4 foot there, because this is a nice window, so we can see out.
Sure. 6 foot is up there.
Yes.
It will block your view.
Yes, that's why I think it's best to stop it over here, so we get a full view of the town hall and the playground over there a little bit, but then if this is fenced off, it'll do better, feel better for me. Honestly, like, for me, I would just need fencing from all the windows to, like, really just get this thing on that. I think we'll be all right with anything.
So you're looking for a variance on the south property line along Apple Hollow, and a variance along the east property line up to the front house setback, or the front house foundation for 6 foot, because that can be 6 foot back there.
Mhm.
That can be 6 foot. And that's all you need, right?
Mhm. Yes.
Are there any other variances, Cheryl, that you would need?
I don't think so, but what about the cat sanctuary? Where would that go?
That would be, I actually think the best place for that is off the back, so, cause I would put like a 2x3 inch, like a cattle fence, like wire, like backing all around it, so it won't be a real, treasure to look at necessarily, but on this is the side of the house, but it would be,
Between the house and the concrete walk, you'd have this little gap.
yes.
And it's more like an outdoor area for them to get in and out of the house and, but not run around the neighborhood freely.
Exactly, because
Okay.
one will. And that's why I just gotta, so I don't have to kick them away from the door every time I go in and out.
So would they need any variances for that, Cheryl, to build this?
Well, I was under the impression that, it was going,
I had told you it was gonna be in the front of the house, and I thought about that over and over, and if I don't need to do anything to put on, it'll be better on the side of it, but I'm still unsure what we're calling front, back, side, and
going
side.
there. See, I don't know, I assumed it was gonna be here.
Oh, I was gonna put it right there, but then I think this is the best place for it,
I
so.
think that would be a better.
It's out of, yeah, it's kind of out
And
of.
then it's also,
Doesn't need anything.
it's
That'll
also.
really
Go here,
scare
right?
It's gonna go right
Just
Yeah,
like
so
a
it'd be
dog
like an
kennel,
outhouse.
yeah,
It's just-
yeah, yeah,
It was
yeah.
gonna go here.
Use a
And
can.
that's gonna be
And-
4 foot.
But he's calling it
And then
sanctuary,
so
so I
it's-
think that kind of probably.
Yeah, and that'll be.
But it's just an outdoor
Okay.
farm. There you
Yeah.
go.
Oh, and then from here to here, variance for 6 in case, Matt and Joe.
I think that's a good location, where that cutout is,
Yep, yep,
Yeah.
it's a perfect location
So
for.
it's kind of like a dog kennel,
It is-
but for cats.
It is.
The
Yeah.
big one, the
East
big
side.
dog kennel for cats.
I don't know, some cats are pretty good size.
Yeah.
Oh, one of ours is huge. Yeah. And he acts like a dog.
But I don't think there's any variances needed for that.
No, for that, no.
Okay, and so, like, it should not be attached in any way to the house actually, or if I have attach the roofing, to the side, is that okay?
That's fine.
Okay, all right. All right, perfect.
If you don't want, even with the context, you don't want water coming down.
Yeah,
When you have a looking at
right, yeah, okay.
Okay,
All right.
is it all figured out?
I think so. Boy, yeah, it's just all scrambled in here. I'm sure the paper looks like it too, but,
Any further questions? I think we're getting,
I think we did a good job.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I understand why you want the fencing, I understand that completely.
It almost would be considered practical difficulties.
Yes, yes, yes.
Absolutely.
Ahead of,
I think that's what you should include maybe in the motion. Practical difficulties.
Sure.
what you're saying?
The fencing also, because he needs a 6-foot fence. It also could be referred to as a practical difficulty.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so ready to schedule a public hearing?
I would make a motion that we schedule a public hearing for Greg Denny at 1634 Lake Road. Relief from Town Code 520-29D, F, and G to add different fencing options to his existing yard. Not even saying anything about that.
No.
He's looking for a 2-foot variance to have a 6-foot fence on the Apple Hollow side of the house. A 2-foot variance for a 6-foot fence on the east side lot line and back as far as the front of the house.
Foundation.
And the side of the rest of it. It has to be 50% opaque. What was that word you said, practical?
Practical difficulty
And this could be a practical difficulty consideration for September 16th after 7 p.m.
Motion made by Eddie Hay, second by Carl Ross to schedule a public hearing for Greg Denny, 1634 Lake Road, for variances needed for the construction of fencing for Monday, September 16th, after 7 o'clock. Clerk, please pull it off.
Carl Lot.
Aye.
Rocky Ellsworth.
Aye.
Norman Vaz.
Aye.
Eddie Hay.
Aye.
Jonathan Goldberg.
Aye.
Okay, have your money in prior to September 3rd. Still $75?
Yes.
Okay.
And if you look across the street, there's a house down a little bit, and the fencing does have 50% opaque.
Mm-hmm. It actually looks pretty good. It's
It's
just,
kind of like a board on the front,
Yeah,
board on the back.
yeah, so it's like,
Just
yeah.
opposing boards that
I
way
was
there.
gonna ask about that. I said, does that actually work? You're talking about that one right there where it's 4 feet? Yeah, yeah, it's good looking.
It goes to 4 feet and then it goes to 6 feet.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You can take a look at that too, Frank.
Yeah, yeah, I have.
Okay,
I'm
good.
looking at everyone's fences these days.
Sometime on the Saturday ahead, September 14th, we'll be out to view the proposal sometime after 10:30 in the morning.
Okay, so just have everything written down more clearly, I think?
Mark on the lawn.
Yeah,
Yeah, just put
can you
some-
spray paint on the lawn or something?
Correct.
Kind of where the fence is gonna go.
Okay, I got stakes and, Swan.
There you go.
And that way, be expecting us sometime after 10:30 to pull in so we can see,
Perfect,
because we view everything before we vote on it.
perfect, all right.
Any other questions?
I'm sorry, I don't,
No, you're okay, you're fine.
all right. Well, thank you, it was nice meeting everyone.
You bet.
too.
Good
Thank you.
meeting you.
Take care, I'll see you this week,
All
I'm
right.
sure.
Sorry for taking so
Yeah.
much.
Keep them kids happy.
Good night, everyone.
Is your hat here?
Oh, yes, it is.
I'm supposed to leave the track here.
Oh, you, which one is it? Yeah. I'm great. Yeah, yeah, I'll try. Have a good one.
Okay, Sean Walsh,
Yes.
2288 Redmond Road. Okay, what's on your mind?
So I live, 2 doors down from last settlement, 1612 Lake Road here. And I just recently bought the property, Redmond. Fell in love with the piece of land. It's got a lot of nice features, the creek and the pond and area, some farming and such. And to that end, I'd like to put up a shed as soon as possible to store lawnmower and some fairly equipment and whatnot. And then also put up a pole barn to store bigger equipment, tractor, or tool and supplies. With the anticipation of building the house the next few years, it takes some planning. So I just took ownership of the property on August 1st, and try to move ahead as soon as I can. And I'll use different ways.
Okay. Yeah, because you're the last piece of property before you go to Claxon. You're on the west side of the road.
On the east side.
He's on the east side of the road,
Oh, you're on the east side of the road, but
across from the airport, the hangar,
Oh, right
across from the
hangar.
runway, right?
Not
should-
exactly across.
But in,
I believe it's maybe one parcel down.
okay.
Um, I'm sure from the records, you know, there was a house previously on the property and a barn. Like to reconstruct a barn in roughly the same spot as one previously was. Generally the same size from historic satellite pictures that shows where the barn was and the rough size of it.
Basically, it's like the first variance we've done tonight.
Very similar situation, yeah.
We want to build a building and have a building a house.
Yes, that would help greatly, the storage of all things safe for the house.
Look, you said safe storage of more tractor tools and building supplies.
Yes.
Well, executing the construction of the new home.
So why would you need two accessory structures? Wouldn't you make the one big
Oh,
enough?
absolutely, winter coming, I'd like to get a shed there, you know, immediately to put some stuff until most likely spring or before I could get a barn built.
And then you take that smaller building down?
If required, is, you know, a shed. I can take it out, I could, or if you probably need it, so, no sense destroying a perfectly good shed, but I'll leave that to your discretion.
Well, unless you incorporate it into the pole barn that you're
Sure.
building.
Pull one aside and, maybe rent it.
So what's the size of, say, both buildings? If you-
I would like to build up to a 40 by 50 barn. And a shed, I could get one that would be within, you know, sort of code for a shed now under the 256 square feet. So it's up to 12 by 20 or so.
I'm sure we have to get a limitation on how long the barn can be there before the house is built. So we've had some instances where they've allowed them to build barns and then the house is never built.
You gotta catch a brook.
What is the acreage of that property?
That's just over 5 acres. I have a satellite photo of where the old barn is and I suppose location here.
Show us where on this picture that we have here, just give us an idea. And I mean, if you're gonna be putting a house in, you wanna make sure that it's, A, behind the foundation of the house.
Yeah.
They're not gonna be into where your proposed septic or any of that kind of stuff would be.
Up here. This is where the old house was.
Yeah.
And this photo from 1988, shows the barn
You know that, where that red arrow is on the,
Yeah.
that's about where he's talking about putting the barn.
Yeah,
No, that's where the other barn was.
That's where the other barn
He's
was.
looking to put the barn right about there, yeah, just a little bit to the
South of the,
south, yeah. That's not a,
just as long as you're not into any side setback issue.
right.
so if you, in other words, you're talking about one would be a smaller building,
Yes, a shed.
a shed, like 12 by 16.
Yes.
Okay. But that would be near your home when it's built?
I haven't decided on a location for that.
I'm
It
just,
would be movable, especially that's it.
Right, okay.
Yes, probably, near that, big walnut tree. That's all over
we can schedule a public hearing and you're entitled to a public hearing to go from there. Okay. Any other questions or comments?
Make a motion for a public hearing for Sean Welch, for the 2288 Redmond Road property, to add a 40 by 50 barn and a 256
Actually,
Square-
40 by 60
40 by 60 barn,
to,
so 40 by 60 barn, and a 256 square foot shed. This is for seeking relief from Town Code 520-31B. To add two structures on a piece of property with no principal dwelling. For a public hearing on September 16th after 7 p.m.
Second.
Motion made by Jonathan Volker, second by Rocky Ellsworth to schedule a public hearing for Sean Welch, 2288 Redmond Road, for a area variances needed for the placement of accessory structures, property before the house is built. For September 16, 2024, after 7 o'clock. Clerk, please pull the vote.
Alan Roth.
Aye.
Rocky Ellsworth.
Aye.
William Baz.
Aye.
Ed Hay.
Aye.
Jonathan Gold.
Aye.
Okay, have your money in be prior to September 3rd.
thank you very much.
Okay, any questions?
Nope. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay, good to see you.
Thanks.
Take care.
Interesting.
I have a question about the first one.
What's that?
So on, because the variance they were doing, maybe I'm wrong, was just really put the property, put the, pole barn in prior to a house being built, right?
Yes, that's what the variance is, because you're supposed to have a
Yeah,
primary
that's-
structure.
Right.
So that was really what the variance was for, just because the size changed 8 feet. Why, I know it has to be published, but it seems like that to me is,
You can't go bigger than what you published.
but it
Even,
has nothing to do with the variance, right? I mean,
It
the variance is on something else.
they asked for a variance to put in that size pole barn on that.
I was wondering the same thing, Joel.
Yeah.
No.
It is
It was
seems like that.
advertised that way, you can't change, you can go smaller, you can't go bigger.
Because the variance was for the building.
Right, that's what I'm saying. And
Yeah.
so that, now they have to,
If
there's
you-
so many adjustments, they have to do other things. I mean, it's really a pain for them now. Just because of you know, that they didn't
It
think
was
out.
advertised that way, you can't go bigger.
Well, you're their attorney too, you think you'd be fighting, but. I'm just saying.
Our
it
board, we
seems-
talked about, I agree with you.
Yeah,
It's
I
too
think
bad.
that is just because, you know, we're trying to make things
Put a building
a little easier
Right.
size on it.
for
Right.
residents, because we've had so many complaints, not about, so much about this board, but the planning board and stuff. about how we make it so difficult for people.
No.
And to me, that was a difficult,
But that's New York State law.
I mean,
I mean, it's not their choice to make that decision,
second
that's the law.
question is, so then you, after they're done building, you go out there and check the size? 'Cause you
Yeah,
can
Cheryl
just
does.
do it
Yeah.
and say,
Oh,
okay.
absolutely.
You have to be there from the post.
Right.
Yeah.
Is there some way that, while they're building it, they can put an addition on it?
I'm just saying, it seems like,
Or the pad there.
I would think that
right,
it would have to be. I can't think.
but you can see the frustration.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, I agree with you. I think it's ridiculous.
Well, and the crew, he told us the crew he's gonna have in that, it's actually gonna be easier and almost cheaper going longer,
Yeah,
the way your everything was, you know?
But also too, I see everybody's point of view, and I had been questioning myself on that topic, but it chose to wait until Saturday to say something.
Right, they mentioned it to us.
Yeah, I wish they had come forward.
Last month when they talked about it, or if you just made a motion to add an accessory structure,
or just make it bigger, like you say, make it bigger. than-
or that's what I said, you know, is 40 gonna be big enough, you know, if you
I think
want?
that's why Sean Walsh was like, yeah, make it 60 now, 40 by 60, just in case, you saw what happens. The later people always learn.
If you made a motion and just said accessory structure, didn't put a dimensions to it,
Is that legal to do something like that, just say accessory structure?
So you don't have
As
to put
long,
the
as
sign?
long
As
as
long as it
the
doesn't
pole
interfere
barn, meets our zoning code, yeah.
Well, that's what,
Yeah,
right, but
but
then
it
you
was
then you have to
advertised-
have it on there.
But it was advertised with the
Yeah,
size,
yeah.
so
I don't think anyone, okay, but I don't think
that's in
anyone.
Article 78 waiting to happen,
You
so.
know, I just don't, I'm making my opinion.
But we have to follow the law still.
I know you do. You don't always, because I can tell you, there's thousands of those out here who've never been in front of this before.
yes.
I know, but.
That's not her. It's someone else.
Not the past 12 years. Maybe they just haven't found it yet.
Give Cheryl a few days, she'll stand
Did
up.
you happen to talk to the town of Parma and how they do theirs, zoning?
I
So that,
left a couple messages.
all right, I'll find out.
Yeah, I
So,
didn't hear back from
yeah,
them.
so that it's just a one and done. They come in for one meeting, they come in, make their application, you you advertise it on they don't have to come in and talk to you about it here and then wait another month to come in for their public hearing. Yeah,
And that's an option.
I
that's,
mean, in our career, we've added it more than once.
Pardon?
We've added them on.
Yes.
Yeah, you had Norman in mind different times.
Oh, for additions to the agenda.
right, as long as they're advertised, the
Yeah.
public,
It was
So,
advertised.
yeah, as long as they're advertised,
So
it's
the way it
fine.
was advertised ahead of time, it would
Right.
just be one meeting.
Well, that would be, you know, when they came in and made the application to you, they'd have to have everything
Everything.
right down to where they want it, how big it's gonna
And I
be.
had to post it.
You have to post it that way, so the first time we see it, yeah.
It's like, what we would call it, would you call it a public hearing?
Oh, it'd be a public hearing.
So public
So
hearing.
when they come in, so I believe what happens in Parma is they come in, and they make their application for a zoning variance. That zoning variance, you go through it with them, ask them exactly what they're looking for. You tell them this, whatever you're looking for, if you want 40 by 60, that's what I'm advertising. If you want something bigger, tell me now. Then you advertise it. You put it, they're asking for a variance for this, that's advertised this week for our next hearing. They only come to one meeting.
People move to Hamlet because they don't want law. So, you know,
That's true.
Yeah.
Remember, if you want it, you all gotta remember.
And I
Each and
go
every one,
to
yeah.
the town hall, I'm interested in that. We are the toughest state of anybody,
Mhm.
right here,
Yeah.
for code laws. We're nuts, I mean, we have a code for very little.
Well, it's because of New York City, so.
I
they-
agree with you,
Yeah.
yeah, it's not us, it's not you and I.
Yeah, so, I mean, I try and bend as much as I can to make it easy. That's why I think having one meeting instead of two. So if I need a variance to start my building next month, I can come in and get it that month, not wait 2 months.
Maybe we should advertise these buildings like, say a 10 by 20 up to a 10 by
Not
40
putting
or
your
something
size
like
on
that.
it.
Give a little variation for somebody.
What is it? I don't know.
People change their minds up.
Especially if it's-
Right.
This
that's what I'm
particular
saying.
couple checked with the Mennonites and they told them they should have checked earlier, but nobody does everything, perfect, none of it are perfect.
Right.
And they found out that they can add on 8 foot so darn cheaper now versus add on afterwards or having to put up another building.
Right.
8 foot, 8 times 30, that's 240 square
I
foot.
mean, that zero looks a lot like an eight.
And their property is so big, 5 acres.
Well,
8 foot on building.
Just put a little bit of- In the middle.
Well, Cheryl can get the measure.
Cheryl's not gonna forget to measure.
No, she will. I'm sure this doesn't drive by, I'm sure. Drive by Cheryl needs to call her back.
Have you seen the way I dress for work? That's not just drive by.
You shrink, take the measure.
All right.
Anything else from our legal department?
Well, we are, I know they're doing, for the town hall, they're gonna do some investigating
Yeah.
into, being able to build a brand new town hall. And, we're doing, some exploratory work for the 20 acres that we have over behind Tops. To get maybe some grants to do a feasibility study, to maybe start, moving forward to putting in a senior living, starting with, senior living apartments, to assisted living, to full skilled nursing, having a PT, having like Agape or something over there so that the seniors can go right there to the PT center, try and get a doctor in there, a family doctor or geriatric doctor, so that the community doesn't have to travel to Greece to, the city.
Sure.
So we're working on that.
Sounds good to me.
Doing a moratorium for
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
solar farm.
Solar farms, yep.
So we have physical, farmland protection. We want that out.
You ever watched, well, I was being eggs in my life,
Right.
the Farm Channel, RFD, they had a guy on what Washington has been doing out west with major, I know your ears get kind of, not too much. But it pissed me off so much. If I had a hold of a politician and watch them bring their damn neck, and I was mad. They're taking big farms, just taking it. The farmer has nothing to say about it. The
No, it's
government
wrong.
is putting on all this stuff with electric lines and garbage that's not even working.
Well, pretty soon we'll be able to feed our country, and we'll be,
Well, that's the thing.
some other country for food.
Shouldn't be on a good soil. It should be on either pavement or an old parking lot.
Rooftop.
Or rooftops.
I don't care, put it in a creek, put it in a lake, I don't care.
You know, maybe
Not
one
good.
lakefront property.
Oh, yeah.
Right next to the
Oh.
Airbnbs.
Oh, boy.
Anything, Cheryl, any new and exciting from old?
No, I think, Maureen stated all the new things that.
Oh, remember this weekend's Farm Fest, right, farmers, something rugby out there.
Yeah.
It was big last
Supposed to be
year,
nice weather too.
and last year was huge, and
Yes.
this year's we're expecting it to be bigger, so.
They had a tractor parade on the road.
It's a big day for us.
I might even get old Bertha out, I don't know.
Yeah. No, I think it's going to showcase our agricultural community, because that's what we're all about, and this is how we do it. To all the places all around, show where the food comes from. You know, how important it is not to have solar
It
water.
comes off Wegmans, right off that shelf, right there.
What do we need farmers for? I got people tell me we can wait.
Right.
All farmers do is mow and grow. Anything else, Joe?
That's about it. Proud to be a American. Small town America.
Yeah.
You gotta keep it, but,
Well,
Very
Alrighty.
further business, I move we adjourn.
Aye.
aye.
Okay.
Okay, our,
Aye.
boss.
Aye.
Aye. Aye, aye, aye.
All right, Ron, can I